Opening quarter-final of the European Championship here at the Etihad Arena in Hasselt, Belgium. And Peter Snakebite Wright, the world number 4, who could go world number 3 this weekend if he goes all the way and wins his first major title. He holds a narrow advantage over John Henderson in the early stages. He leads 3-2, but both men are missing doubles. It is Wright's scoring power that has just edged him ahead so far.
Well, Wright's nearly around his tournament average. His tournament average is 99.99. And I'll have a couple of flakes in mine. And he's averaging 98th. Well, as we speak, his tournament average is now 100 and his match average is 101. And that's a huge difference, some 14 points ahead of Henderson.
134.
We were discussing it in the breakdown. The attitude of Wright, he's so relaxed, he's so in control of his own destiny.
Well, this is a game he is expected to win. John Henderson is the lowest ranked player left in the tournament. He's just outside the top 32 at the moment, and despite the fact they're both of a similar age, Wright's 45, Hendo's 42, and they've both been playing darts a long time, in terms of the experience of playing on a big stage in a big tournament like this for big money, then Wright, it just blows Hendo out the water in that regard.
And it does make a huge difference.
100.
Well, Hendo's got to win this game and win 2 more if he's going to win this title. On the big stage, I mean, Hendo struggles with the heat anyway. He'd probably lose about 6 stone if he is stood on that stage late this evening.
2 treble 19's ball. There's one of them. Needs to adjust just a smidge. Oh, look at this.
Can you, Peter Wright? No, you cannot. But 88 may only be a dart at the bullseye himself for Hendo here.
Yep.
Oh, you've got to hit the big number, though, if you're going to get a dart at the ball.
Criminal. Shouldn't even be looking at that treble 18. Just make sure you get 1 at the ball.
48. PT required 25.
Well,
Dart players, we just can't help but aim at trebles.
Greedy. This would be for a bit of daylight between these two. For a 2-leg lead. He is missing a few doubles. And he continues to miss them.
John, you require 40.
That's the only reason that this is close.
20.
Both missing doubles.
PT require
I mean, he loves tops.
a shot in the 6th leg.
Well, we do have a 2-leg gap for the first time in this match. And Peter Wright is... He's been gifted a couple of legs here.
And Henderson's been given chances he probably wouldn't expect. He's just playing with so much freedom. He really fancies the job. And that's why. Fourth, 180.
Well, Peter Wright will be hoping that, you know, his scoring power starts having an effect on his doubles, and the doubles will sort of sink in. But there is a chance it could go the other way.
Well, he's averaging over 100 and 24% on doubles, so if he should be around 40+%. That average would be around 106, 107. And Henderson on 84 shouldn't be in this, but is.
40.
$180 for double 8. That's what you'd be thinking. Not a bad second prize, Dan.
Yeah, happy with that. He's hit more 140s than ton plus scores, Peter Wright. That's always a sign that a man is, you know, he's in really, really good form around that treble 20 bet.
Yep. Possible 11 dart leg. Tops for an 11.
Quite an 11 darter, and he does.
As casual as you like.
Yeah, he does hit the double first.
I do a lap of the pub nowadays when I have an 11 darter.
Peter Wright is halfway to the semi-finals. Would
You
be
got
a fifth
46.
major semi-final.
Even this early in the match, if Wright wins this one against the darts, it's good night Vienna.
140.
This is better from Henderson. 134, followed by 140. Potentially 111 darter himself. He hits a couple of trebles in this visit. Oh dear.
Not the end of the world. That
No.
treble gets him down to a
Oh, it's
finish, albeit a big one.
got a cushion in this leg from them 2 visits.
45. John, you require 149. $95.
Well, all the time in the world for John Henderson.
Yeah, a nicer guy. You wouldn't meet one of the gentlemen of the game, Big John.
9.
Look at this. Oh, definitely making a comeback.
54.
Now then, Hendo. Good marker.
This goes in
34.
every other day of the week. That was a perfect marker. Just needed a bump off of it.
$100.
Well, it's a horror show of a leg for Peter Wright here. This one leg has brought his average down by about 5 or 6 points, but Hendo, well, he does finally pin the double, and he gets that leg on the board. It's what he needed, but it wasn't pretty.
No, it wasn't.
$140.
Peter Wright suffered a recent disappointment in the final, one of the European Tour events, last one of the year. Missed a dart for the title as Hendo
the fly's
slots
back.
away.
The fly is back. Could be a moth. Did you open your wallet, Dan?
Peter Wright with a mock suggestion that he'd give Hendo a slap round the back of the head. You don't see
Good
that
luck
in
with
darts.
that.
Yeah.
135.
Don't see that in darts nowadays, but back in the old days, there was all sorts going on. Kicking each other, argy-bargy.
100.
Don't know what you're talking about.
You know, mate.
$44.
Winner of this one will face either Dave Chisnall or mighty Michael van
100.
Gerwen. What a game that could
That's
be.
up next. Oh. Don't know what he said in Scottish then, but sure it wasn't nice.
91.
Now the
If you require
161.
161.
Peter Wright hits this so often, but not when you miss by that distance.
What a recovery.
125.
He's just playing with so much freedom.
Yeah, what impressed me about Peter Wright, just mentioned that disappointment to Kim Huybrechts in the final of the European Tour event, missed the dart for the title, but he won the very next event, bounced straight back, because missing darts like that can really affect you and knock you and set you back, but he just bounced straight back. I remember when Dave Chisnall did the same thing at the Premier League, missed 3 darts to beat Gary Anderson in the semis, and then went and stormed through the next tournament.
Yeah.
The best guys can do that. They can
Yes.
shake off those disappointments. I mean, that's one of the reasons why Michael van Gerwen's so good, because on the odd occasions he does get beaten, he doesn't let it get to him.
60.
No, it doesn't sit with them. Although there's so many events, you have to move on.
$57.
Long day for the players today. A quarter, a semi, and a final for the eventual winner and runner-up.
Yeah, different demands to just playing the one game, isn't it? The one game per day, you can work your way up to it. A lot of guys have very set practice routines that they'll do. I mean, Mervyn King's there for about 9 hours before he goes on stage to go through his practice routines.
A week before.
Yeah. But when you know you've got to be back on stage in, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, and then potentially again after that.
Yeah, emotionally it must be. We didn't really have this in when I was playing. I'm not sure. Can't really think of any event that we would have done like this, apart from just the Open tournaments. But that's a totally different mental approach. Short course starts. You don't. This you have to. Prepare, relax, prepare, relax, prepare, relax. It does take it out of you.
That is a first 180 from John Henderson. It's taken him 10 legs to find one. But if he can find a few more, maybe there's a way back into this. Because if he takes out the Shanghai, it's only 6-4, and despite Peter Wright, that's a difficult one. Yeah, despite Peter Wright throwing a significantly higher average all the way through this game, he's not out of this, John Henderson.
No. On the Henderson throw, Wright's not as prolific.
100. He requires 155.
This would be a killer, though.
Yeah, treble 20, treble 19, double 19. Oh, it's on.
Peter Wright, this would be a killer.
Oh, that was so close. And he attacked it, straight at it. Pressure on this now.
It's got to go, Big John. It's got to go.
No score. Peter, you require 19.
That wasn't close.
This, for me, is almost game over.
Last dart in hand, and Peter Wright pins it. It's another break of throw. And John Henderson, 6-4, was not going to be the end of the world, but 7-3 makes it very, very difficult for the Highlander to get back into this one. Is Peter Wright booking his place in a 5th major semi-final? Can John Henderson pull off an immense comeback here in Hasselt?